So it's 3:35 a.m. on Monday, May 7th. No, May 6th, 2024. Today's May 6th, yes. And there's no heat in this unit at all. Yep, 3:26 a.m. Monday, May 6th. And it's just barely 50 degrees outside. It's probably 49. Real feel 48 right now. And I can't sleep because it's so cold in here that I had to just turn the burner on the stove for warmth. As soon as I sat up in bed, the rejected, hideously ugly psycho thug directly below in 76, the same piece of shit who has come up to my door and physically assaulted me multiple times over the last 2.5 years, pretty much starting as soon as the Greenville group placed him directly below me in 76, he started taking it upon himself to start violently pounding the walls and the floor directly beneath my bed whenever I would do anything on my bed that could be remotely considered personal or private, such as scratching my armpits, picking my nose, picking my wedgie, stuff like that. I'm not talking about doing anything weird. I don't do anything weird in this unit, and I certainly don't do anything that involves removal of clothing, because I've known for years, based on what other people have told me and keep telling me, that they can see what I do in this unit. So I don't walk around in my underwear or do anything like that. But in spite of that, the disgusting psycho thug, that hideous reject directly below in 76, who basically never leaves their unit, starts making violent pounding noises directly beneath my bed when he has some kind of knowledge of what I happen to be doing on my bed. And this happened just now, like 5 minutes ago, as soon as I got up to turn on my stove. I didn't make any noise. I didn't start stomping around like he keeps claiming that I do. I weigh 130 pounds and I wear rubber-soled shoes, so there's no way that he could possibly have knowledge of what I'm doing even before I do it. So again, as soon as I sat up in bed 5 minutes ago to turn the burner on the stove for warmth, even before I got up, he started violently pounding the walls and the floor directly beneath my bed. This is a total piece of low-life scum. He appears to be legally confined to his unit. When I left this afternoon at around 2:30 p.m., he started violently pounding the floor beneath this unit. And now he's still doing that. He's a total mentally disturbed reject who thinks that he has the right to come up to my door, come in here and start filming the inside of my unit while shoving me at my door to prevent me from accessing my door while he's standing in front of it. He's come up here and started hitting the door of my unit with metal rods and sticks that actually damaged the door and caused a number of dents in the front of the door that then Inspectional Services had to issue a citation to the landlord for it to be fixed. That's the piece of shit who's making violent pounding noises directly beneath my bed right now at 3:30 in the morning, because he has no life and he sits around perving and creeping all over everything I do in this unit because he's a rejected piece of low-life scum. That's not my point, though. My point right now is that there's no heat in this unit. No heat whatsoever. And that's why the burner on the stove is going, and I'm going to fall asleep with it on because I am freezing right now and I can't sleep. Again, it's barely 50 degrees. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's 50. It has a real feel of 48. And because the Greenville group keeps claiming that there is heat in this unit and there isn't, not only am I going to call them right now and tell them that there's no heat, I'm also going to file a no heat complaint once again with Inspectional Services because they can't fix the heat. They refuse to fix the heat. It's like they're doing this on purpose. It keeps happening. Why is there never any heat in this unit? Even when it's in the 40s at night. It prevents me from being able to sleep. I can't sleep right now. I'm freezing. Unreal. That's how you know you're dealing with a negligent slumlord.
Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office. After the tone, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 3:35 a.m. on Monday, May 6, 2024. I'm calling because the violent thug directly below in 76 started making violent pounding noises repeatedly directly against the walls right beneath my bed about 5 minutes ago as soon as I sat up in bed. And this piece of lowlife scum who you choose to continue to house in the unit directly below mine, even though he has come up to my door on multiple occasions and verifiably physically assaulted me at my door, he continues to engage in violent, disruptive behavior directly below my bed whenever I happen to sit up in bed after waking up. And 5 minutes ago, I woke up and sat up in bed because there's no heat in this unit and it's barely 50 degrees outside. It's got a real feel of 48 degrees right now, according to the Boston Weather Report. I filed a no heat complaint against the Greenville Group with Inspectional Services last week, and an inspector basically issued an order for the Greenville Group to fix the heat in this unit on Friday. And now you guys have unfixed the heat. So again, there's no heat in this unit right now. The baseboard pipes are ice cold, and I've just had to turn the burner on my stove for warmth. I will be filing another no heat complaint against the Greenville Group with Inspectional Services because you guys refuse to regulate the heat in this unit and to provide any functional or adequate heat that does not require tenants to turn on their stoves at 3:30 in the morning for warmth. It is barely 50 degrees outside, and I'm willing to bet that right now it's about 47, 48 degrees, even though the weather report says it's 50, and it is ice cold in here. There's no heat at all in any of the baseboard pipes. Please send maintenance up here first thing in the morning to do a temperature reading. Otherwise, I will be filing a I'll be filing a complaint against the Greenville Group with Inspectional Services, and they will issue a citation if they find that there's no heat in here once again. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. My phone number is 617-459-0208. Again, I am calling about no heat in Unit 89, and I will be filing a no heat complaint with Inspectional Services. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, they deliberately shut the heat off at night in this building. I think they're just doing it to save money, and then they claim that, oh, it's the heat is cycling. No, it's not. It's not cycling at all. It's been ice cold in here since I got back at 1 a.m., and it's still ice cold.
Thank you for calling Boston 311. If you're experiencing an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Otherwise, stay on the line, and one of our call takers will be right with you. Or you can use the Boston 311 app to submit service requests directly. Thank you for helping keep our city beautiful.
That should never happen. No tenant should ever have to turn the stove on, leaving an open flame for warmth. And if they do, they shouldn't have to pay rent.
Hello?
Yes, hi. I don't have any heat in my apartment at this time. There's no heat in my unit, and I'd like to file a complaint against the landlord for no heat right now.
I can put the complaint in for you.
Thank you. Union Avenue. It's 5 Union Ave in Jamaica Plain.
And what's the last name?
The last name is Eckelhofer.
89 Jamaica Plain 02130.
Yes, 02130. Yes, that's correct. It's spelled green as in the color green, and then Ville, Ville. And
When did you move in?
I moved in July of 2011, so just about 13 years ago.
Okay, is it gas, oil, or electric?
I believe that it's gas. It's baseboard heating pipes that run along the bottom of the walls.
Okay, and do you have a copy of your utility bill?
The landlord pays for the utilities, so I don't see the utility bill.
Okay, and you said there's no heat at all?
No heat at all. It is ice cold in here, and I've had to turn the burner on my stove for warmth. The baseboard pipes are ice cold.
Okay, I'm going to submit this over to our inspector for you.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. Thanks. Yeah, that's a second complaint for no heat I've had to file in this unit in the last like 6 days. And there's absolutely no heat in these baseboards whatsoever. I mean, none. Ice cold. So let me demonstrate. These are metal coverings. This is metal, okay? There are heating pipes underneath this metal covering. If there was any amount of heat in the pipes, even if it was like warm, not hot, but warm, I would not be able to leave my hand on here for very long because the metal is a conductor substance. It's a conductor material, and it would expand on the heat that is in the pipes. It would radiate the heat outward. I wouldn't be comfortable enough to leave my hand on these metal pipes for more than a few minutes if there was any heat in these pipes. But because there's no heat, I could leave my hand on here all night. Oh, it looks like some of the tiles are also separating here. Jesus Christ. This landlord is just so negligent, and they never make repairs in here unless Inspectional Services literally issues a citation and a, either verbal or written order for them to come up here and fix something. Otherwise, it never gets fixed. This whole no heat situation has been going on not just for months, but for the last 2 years now, since 2022, when the city of Boston had a lawsuit against the Greenville Group for insufficient heat in this unit. And they still don't provide any heat in this unit. See, my hand is still on this pipe because it's completely ice cold. There's absolutely no heat whatsoever. And if there was any heat in here, my hand would be a little too hot right now to just keep leaving it on these metal coverings. Oh, look, there's my rubber band. I was looking for it. How did it get there? Yeah, no heat, no heat. Why do they do this? Why can't they just fix the heat? It shouldn't be that hard. I think they're deliberately shutting the heat off in this entire building at night just to cut corners and save money. That's what I'm willing to bet. Yeah, I mean, if there was even a little bit of heat in these pipes, I wouldn't have to have the stove on. I wouldn't be able to leave my hand on here for 5 minutes at a time. It would be just a little too hot for me to keep it on there for that long. So the fact that I've had my hand on here for 2 minutes now, absolutely no heat whatsoever. Baseboard pipes are ice cold. And because these pipes are actually very efficient at conducting heat, even a little bit of heat in these pipes goes a long way. I mean, this is a small unit. This unit is not that big. It's one room. See, this is one room. So if there was even a little bit of heat in these pipes, I wouldn't have to have the stove on for warmth and leave it on all night, right? But there's no heat, so I have to leave that darn thing going all night. It's dangerous. And I just spoke with the maintenance manager on Friday, and he said, oh, the heat is fixed. No, it's not. There is no heat in this unit whatsoever right now.